All right, well, it's our day off, and so instead of just sitting at home like we probably should be doing, we decided we would get out of Columbus. Every now and then, you just got to get out of your beaten path. So we decided that we would come and go to the greater Jackson area here in Mississippi, and we just pulled over on our way back home, and we're here at the Ross Barnett Reservoir on the Natchez Trace, and we're just kind of enjoying this warm day because the last week we were iced in.
Yep, it's a beautiful day. It's a little bit cloudy, but it's just a really nice day to be out compared to what we had last week. So we're just having fun, just having some Kevin and Kelly time.
That's
and
right.
Getting to do what we love, getting things for our business, and it's just a great day.
Yep, we did a little bit of sourcing this morning and
Yeah.
picked up a few things, and we'll be unloading that here in a few minutes. But
Yeah, we have some fun details to show you guys.
all right, let's go unload everything. And in one of our last videos, we were talking about how we were going out sourcing, and it has already been paying off.
Yeah, a lot of things. We did some social media, like the day of the stuff that we had purchased and was headed back with it, and we got a lot of reactions and stuff, and it actually wound up selling a couple of things, a couple of big items, just before it ever even was posted on our business page. As far as just a single post, like it was, we did like a reel. And like a photo, and so a couple of things were claimed, like at the very
It's like before we even got back to the store to unload it, some of them things have were already claimed.
And
so
been paid for and picked up since then, and so that was very uplifting,
right,
to have that kind of response. And so, and we've, been spending a lot of time making good photographs, and a lot of people have been reporting that they really enjoy our reels and things that we've been focusing more on doing. So that's encouraging, to hear that.
Yeah, it's the power of social media. I mean, it's one thing to have a store, but you got to let people know that you're open, and to keep that reminder in front of everybody to remind them, come on in, and this is what you'll see.
We try to do some like fun videos and things that to make people laugh, just to not focus on the sale as much, but to focus on just having a good time. That's really the epitome of what we wanted this store to be, a place that will bring happiness to people, bring joy, and so having fun is like a key component.
Yeah, if you're not having fun with it, then then there's something wrong.
If we just wanted to have a plain old boring job, we would have kept our jobs we had before we opened a business. So, but being able to have fun and enjoy our customers and is a big deal for us.
Right, and it is important not only to bring the things in, but you also have to stage it. You don't want to just put it out on the shelf and then say, all right, here it is.
No, things will not sell when it's just like being in a grocery store. So it's very important to make good quality photos and put things together in a neat way. And that's a skill that's, often acquired with time.
Right.
But you got to start somewhere. So definitely, I always recommend, being sure to take those good photos, spend some time looking at them, editing them, and really think about it. What's going to appeal to your customer?
Right. And there's a saying that someone told me back years ago in sales. They said, "Sell the sizzle, not the steak."
Yeah, you want your customer to see what it is, why they would want what it is that you have, because there are a million things out there vying for their attention, but you need to be able to set yourself apart by showing them how to use your product, or showing them that it's something that they would want or would enjoy.
Yeah, and we were talking about this yesterday. We were talking about how there will be a customer that will come into the store and the things will already be there. They didn't really see anything, but then you post something on social media and they're like, I want that, and so
they are here. It was when they were here, when they were actually walking around, but sometimes with the nature of antique malls and people having booths and stuff, they're fully packed and stuff. And one reason why we made the change that we talked about in our previous video to set up a more curated section, if you will, was to be able to display things in a way that will better prosper our vendors, and not that they don't do a great job, but they have a limited amount of space and they're working with just their items, whereas that's where I come in and I can gather together items from throughout the store. I have their permission to move their items because they're tagged, and I can set them up in a way that highlights their items, and features them, showcases them, if you will. So that it's always been something that we sold a lot of things out of the displays. And so it's also helpful to our customers who may miss something that they would really like if it was hidden behind something else just within a booth. So the move was really to make this curated section that I'm speaking of, was in order to be beneficial to the store as a whole, to our vendors, and to our customers.
And one of the things that we've talked about is that we don't want to be a place that's kind of a glorified storage unit. It means there are some antique malls, vendor galleries that do that, and that's their business model. But for us, we don't want it just to be just a place where people just drop off all their their leftovers or whatever, just trying to get rid of Aunt Susie's storage locker or whatever, and if something sells in grade,
Yeah, we don't want to become anybody's storage unit or a yard sale or anything like that. It's important for us to have things that are particularly picked or made, or some sort of artistry, or a vintage item, of course, and people that are in it for. I think this is something that's not discussed much as a booth topic, but it's really important for people to realize that while having a booth can be a lot of fun, it is not something that I would recommend as being a hobby. In order to truly have a successful money-making business, it can certainly be a hobby if you're not looking to make a whole lot of extra money. But in order to really be profitable, it has to be something that you work like you would a job. It is a major job, and it can be very, very fruitful. There is money to be made.
Yes, there is.
But you got to determine if that is something that you are willing to do. I would say before I opened a booth or consider a booth, I would really think about is that something I want to dedicate my time to? Is it sustainable? Is whatever it is that I'm wanting to sell, is that something that I can consistently get my hands on? So there's a lot of things, but if you answer those questions and you say yes, I can work on it on a regular basis, and you can certainly have a full-time job and still work a booth. It's not something that you have to say, oh, you got to quit your job and do. No,
Right.
You just have to make time for it. So anything that's important to you, you got to make time for that.
Absolutely.
And so, but if you say yes, I feel like I can do it, I'm ready to do it, then it is a thrill like no other. As they say, it gets in your blood.
It does.
It's a very fun thing, and I mean, we would definitely recommend pursuing that dream if that's something in your heart to do. Just with anything, you got to count the cost, make sure you know what you're doing, and
Right.
jump in.
Right.
The water's good.
And when you do this, you want to make it look like it's professional. I mean, if you make it look like a flea market, then people are gonna expect flea market prices.
Yes. There's time and place for that. But if you're and that's great, but that's not what that's not our business plan here. And so we wanted our business to be a place people can come to and find nice things for their home.
Right.
Certainly affordable things, but not flea market things.
Like if you're a woodworker, you build a table, don't just put a table there. Put some placemats and some dinner plates, and make it look like somebody's ready to sit down and eat supper, so they can visualize what the customer can take it home and use it for.
Yeah, where they can see it in their home. Yeah, give them a clear picture there. I mean, staging a booth is just like staging a house. I heard on one of those flip shows that comes on like HGTV that when a house is staged, that they oftentimes will sell for like $30,000 more was the figure they gave.
Something like that, yeah.
Just because it was staged and people could see, like, oh, our furniture would fit in this room. This would be great use of space for this, because sometimes people don't know what to do with an area of the house where it's like you can make a little nook or things like that. So it's the same way. You just want to set it up where people can see what they can do with your product.
Right. Well, if you like what you see on this video, just give us a like, and it would really help us out if you would subscribe and definitely share.
Yes, please share the video.
And we would like to thank you for sticking with us, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.